amateur today, goes up against Andre Smith. And a big step for Galata today, getting in the ring here in our heavyweight explosion in Las Vegas.
Yeah, it's a huge opportunity for Galata is what it is. International exposure like this is a solid 10-round fight against, a tough southpaw in Andre Smith, who show him a lot of different stuff.
Well, that's our opening fight of the afternoon, so settle back as a heavyweight explosion number 4 comes to you from the Aladdin Hotel and Casino here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Chuck Hull will be our ring announcer. Let's head upstairs and get the introduction of our first fight today.
Greetings from the Theater of the Performing Arts of the Aladdin Hotel in Las Vegas, Nevada, where today Nashua, in association with the Aladdin Hotel, presents a heavyweight explosion. These bouts are sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission, Dr. Elias Ghanem, chairman. The commissioners are Bruce Lane, Dr. James Nave, Luther Mack, and Nat Caroselli. The chief inspector for the commission is Mr. Chuck Sledge, and supervising at ringside for the commission is the executive director, Mark Ratner. The officials assigned by the commission for the next bout of the evening, the judges will be Davy Pearl, Al Siciliano, and Lou Tabbitt. The timekeeper is James Cavan. Counting at the knockdowns, Mike Lucella. The attending physicians at ringside, Doctors Robert Voy and Al Capana, and your referee is Toby Gibson. The next bout of the day is a featured event of the afternoon, featuring 10 rounds of boxing in the heavyweight division. Introducing, in the blue corner, fighting out of LaGrange, Illinois, weighing in at 231 pounds, with a professional record of 13 wins, no defeats with 11 KOs. He was a bronze medalist for the Polish boxing team in '88 in Barcelona. He is undefeated in his professional career. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Andrew Galata. And in the red corner, fighting out of Los Angeles, California, he weighed in at 205 pounds. His professional record consists of 13 wins, 3 defeats with 8 KOs. Introducing Andre Smith.
Okay, giving your instructions as far as well. Respect the dressing rooms. Keep it clean inside. Realize it has at all times.
Toby Gibson, the referee, the third man in the ring this afternoon, is Galata from Warsaw, Poland. Of course, now fighting out of the Chicago area. Good look at this big young man. He's 25 years of age, 6'4", weighed at 231 today. His opponent is southpaw. They call him the boss, Andre Smith, and there's a stack-up of some of the numbers. You can see the difference in the weight advantage. Smith just barely cracking the 200 mark, but does enjoy not a reach advantage as Galata, that 81-inch reach. That means that Smith, despite the difference of the weight, has to get inside on Galata, and that'll be tough to do today on this big Polish fighter. 1988 bronze medalist for his country, Poland, moving into the Chicago area and enjoying great success there, advised by Lou Duba, who, by the way, is not here. He's down with Pernell Whitaker getting ready for Julio Cesar Chavez in San Antonio coming up on the 10th of the month.
Yeah, one thing about Galata and all those amateur fights that he had in the Eastern Europe, Sam, he's seen a ton of southpaws. You know, they've got as many as they've got right-handers over there. So I really don't think that was. I mean, a lot of times when you have last-minute changes, the corner doesn't want a southpaw because the guy's not experienced fighting them. But I don't think that was a consideration for them. I think they're quite comfortable.
Galata again with that 13-0 record, as you see the time winding here in round number 1 of a Schedule 8 rounder. 13-0. He's had a knockout rate, by the way, of 6 knockouts out of his 11 have come in the first round, so he goes to work quite rapidly. 3 of them in the second and 2 in the third, excuse me. So he works in the first 3 rounds of all of his fights so far very, very quickly, and has had several of his opponents out of there, including 11 of the 13 by knockout.
Yeah, you can see the substantial size difference in the 2 of these guys, too. Galata's seems to not give Smith a lot of respect for his power at this stage of the fight. He's just walking right to him. He looks to be the bigger, stronger guy here, Sam.
Galata did not have a auspicious beginning, however, on a heavyweight explosion. Looked rather lethargic in the last time that we saw him up in the Poconos, winning in 8 rounds over Marion Wilson. And he just kind of walked through everything that particular afternoon. This afternoon, he looks like he's a little bit more poised and certainly going right after Andre Smith here.
Yeah, he's going to.
Big punch.
He hurt
Smith's in
Smith
trouble.
there.
He is. Andre Smith is now trying to gather himself. Galata goes in, trying to finish him off here in round number 1. Galata again with 6 of his 11 knockouts in the first round, and Smith is close to becoming another victim here. He's got plenty of time. Look at him digging those shots to the body.
Yeah, he's staying down on that body there, trying to freeze Smith, and Smith seems to be he seems clear-headed, but he was definitely hurt by that hook there earlier in the round, but he seems to have cleared his head here, and he's just trying to make Galata miss, but he's got to do something to keep Andrew Galata off him here, Sam, or he's just gonna walk right through him.
In this first round, it's almost like a Mack truck trying to fight a Volkswagen at the moment, and then you know who's going to win that fight is Galata is just overpowering Smith here in first round. Closing seconds of the first round is Smith in the corner, getting again pounded away here by Galata. Smith appears he'll survive the round though, or will he? He's close to going down, and now he does go round. He cannot be seen by the bell here as Toby Gibson will finish the count and then make the determination if he will be able to continue or not. And they're going to toss in the towel. So the towel comes in as the count continues, and the fight is over. And for the 7th time in his career in 14 fights, Andrew Galata has finished off a first round with a knockout. And he does it as he puts away Andre Smith here early on in round number 1. So again, as Andre Smith looked like he might be able to survive the first round, not to be this afternoon. He had withstood a attack midway through the round and then suddenly pushed back into the ropes and then took a big right hand over the top. That was aided and abetted by a couple of hooks to the body, both on the left and the right side. And too much for Andre Smith in this fight here this afternoon. So as they had themselves an opportunity to see what we could do, nothing lethargic about his effort here today by Galata. And the Olympic gold bronze medalist in 1988 in Seoul, Korea, and the European and Polish champion as an amateur, has come on strong in the pros, going 14-0 as they labor a bit, probably more so than he did in this fight, to get the gloves off. Let's get the official time of the finish of the round. Let's go upstairs. Here's Chuck Hall.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time, 2 minutes, 59 seconds of the first round. The winner by a knockout and still undefeated, Andrew Galata.
So a powerfully built man again from Warsaw, Poland, now fighting out of Chicago and Chicago Heights as he wins by a knockout today. And of course, congratulate Smith for the effort he put in. Smith almost going down midway through the round and then is finally finished, as you heard, at 2:59. The bell did sound, but of course the count had to continue. And at that time, a towel came flying in from the Smith camp, and the fight was all over. Bob Spagnola is standing upstairs, and let's head upstairs and see if he's ready to go. Let's go to Spagnola again with Andrew Galata.
I'm here with Andrew Galata, impressive first-round knockout. How do you feel, son?
Not bad.
You feel good? I mean, you went in with a southpaw. We were saying beforehand you've probably seen a lot of southpaws in your amateur experience. You weren't worried about that?
I don't worry about southpaws. I like southpaws.
It's no problem for you?
No problem.
All right, let me speak to your corner man here, Sam. How do you feel about the fight?
I felt that he performed well. He took his time. We're having problems with his relics to be relaxed. And then this fight, he showed that he was relaxed, and I was happy with him.
With the last-minute changes with the opponent?
There were so many changes with opponents, and first there was Ribalta, then he pulled out, and there was another guy, and this is like the 4th opponent, and they kept switching the southpaws, not southpaws, southpaws, not. And then we finally got a southpaw, and we had to work for like the last 2 days with southpaws, so we really didn't have time. But Andrew, he's good with southpaws.
Yeah, well, that's probably indicative of his amateur experience that he had over in Eastern Europe. They got a lot of left-handers over there. They don't change them over like they do in the United States.
He's good with southpaws. He could fight. I think he could fight southpaws better than regular guys.
Yeah, it didn't bother him at all. All right, well, I'm going to go back up to Sam. Congratulations, fellas.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Bob Spagnola. Let's take a look at the end. Again, this coming with about only 8 or 9 seconds left to go in the round. But again, you saw the left hand and now the right hand in an accumulation of punches. Smith was nearly down and finally crumpled to the canvas just with about 2 or 3 seconds to go. The count was going to begin, and the bell did sound. He did get up to his feet, but a towel came in. The count was concluded, and Toby Gibson officially called this fight a conclusion, as again, Andrew Galata from Warsaw, Poland, at 25 years of age, goes 14-0 and gets another victory on his credit here, fighting out of Chicago, Illinois. Good, strong youngster. A young man who, again, was a little lethargic as he had an opportunity to fight in our last opportunity, but quite obviously did not show very well, but had a good opportunity here and took advantage of it. Well, earlier in our fight program, for those that have just joined us, Szymek Salita, a young man also out of Warsaw, Poland, had an excellent fight with Jimmy Bills. Let's go to a fight that was taped early here at the Aladdin on our heavyweight explosion. Salita, once again, will come out in the black and Bills in the white. Today goes up against Andre Smith, and a big step for Galata today, getting in the ring here in our heavyweight explosion in Las Vegas.
Yeah, it's a huge opportunity for Galata is what it is. International exposure like this is a solid 10-round fight against a tough southpaw in Andre Smith, who's shown him a lot of different stuff.
Well, that's our opening fight of the afternoon, so settle back as a heavyweight explosion number 4 comes to you from the Aladdin Hotel and Casino here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Chuck Hull will be our ring announcer. Let's head upstairs and get the introduction of our first fight today.
The Performing Arts of the Aladdin Hotel in Las Vegas, Nevada, where today Nashua, in association with the Aladdin Hotel, presents a heavyweight explosion. These bouts are sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission, Dr. Elias Ghanem, chairman.